like I normally do. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Okie Boys podcast. It's your host, Big G, my boy, Johnny Softballs. As usual, we're talking video games today. Talking about the two big consoles we got going on now. You got the PlayStation 5. You got the Xbox Series S. By the way, side note, Xbox, you're terrible at naming your consoles. Do better, because they got the X, the Series X, the Series S, the Series S, X, O, P, whatever. Just stop it. Stop it.
Hey, I'll almost say on that one is PS, PlayStation. You know, they went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They definitely made it pretty easy to tell where they're at. Like, oh, is this the PlayStation 5? Is that the newest one? Yes, because it's the biggest number, and it's the newest one, and it's super easy to remember. But anyways, we're going to be talking about...
They made it pretty simple. So.
They did. Kudos to them on that. So we're not really competing. We're not going toe-to-toe here like Xbox versus PlayStation, but we both picked our favorite console. I'm going Team Xbox. Johnny's going Team PlayStation. We're going to give some hints, some tips, some facts, some stuff like that. We'll talk about why we like them, what's good about them, maybe what's bad about them, not hammer them. They're both pretty good consoles, and we'll throw in a little bit about the other guys. Can't forget Nintendo. They're always solid, but they're kind of behind the other guys. But nothing wrong with that. They still sell consoles. They still got good games. Still got Mario.
I feel like that console is more for children.
I know. They don't even try to market it that way, but it always seems to be like.
Seems like
this
it is.
for kids.
They have more animated games, I think, and more targeted towards children, in my opinion. That's just me. Well, not a bad console. I have one. I've never played it. My son plays it, but I never play it.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's the thing. I want one. I don't have one right now, but if my wife watches this, hint, hint, wink, wink, I would like to switch. But they actually have a lot more mature titles than I think PlayStation does. Like, they have a lot of, which surprised me. I thought they were usually like, no, none of that, because they had the whole Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo. It was like, oh, if you want the real blood, you got to get the Sega version. And where you at now, Sega? You're gone. So, lesson learned right there. Don't show real blood, or you're going to get kicked to the curb. But Nintendo, probably in, I guess, third. It's really a three-man race anyways. But you also got your online stores, Steam, Epic, Stadia, trying to make something of themselves. Probably if they weren't backed by Google, they'd have been gone already, but they got that Google money, that Alphabet money, so they can really do whatever they want as long as Google wants to keep giving them money. But we don't have them. I don't really care about Stadia. It's cool. I like the concept, but not my thing. I'm Xbox. So, Johnny, we'll let you go first. What do you like about the PlayStation? What really sells it for you?
They have more exclusives than Xbox has, and that is a fact.
It is a fact. It's like the number one fact that PlayStation fans like to bring up. Oh, we got more exclusives.
I played that growing up, and then most people I know now, besides a couple like you, I think Blaine has Xbox too, but most of them have PlayStations.
Really, I like the PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 1. I bought one when it came out. Got Symphonies of the Night with it, and I played the ever-loving world out of that game. I did love that original PlayStation, but I don't know. When an Xbox came out, first one was kind of clunky. The original Xbox 360, though, they really nailed it on that one. That was I think that's still the number one. Is that still the number one selling console? I think it is. I'd have to look that up. PlayStation 3 was close. Let's look it up. While you keep going. I'm gonna look it up while you're talking PlayStation facts.
PlayStation 4 outperforms Xbox in lifetime global sales. Did you know that?
I did know that the PlayStation 4 kicked Xbox.
Well, how long How long has the PlayStation 4 been out? It's been out for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, the PS4 and the Xbox One came out around the same time, though.
They always come out around the same time. I'm just but that they've been those two were the
2013.
2013, and they just now coming out with the PlayStation 5. So that's a lot of years.
Yeah. Okay, so I was way off. The Xbox 360. I guess I was thinking it versus
PlayStation 3, maybe.
No, because this says the PlayStation 3 sold more than the 360, but I didn't think that was right. I don't know. I guess I should have known better than this is the second time. A little callback to an earlier episode. I should have done better than using Wikipedia as my source. According to Wikipedia, the highest selling console is the PlayStation 2.
I could see that though.
Over 155 million units. Yeah, I can see that. I guess I should have known, but as the 360 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like ninth on the list. I don't know about that. Yeah.
I don't know about that either.
PlayStation 2. Well, they have the Nintendo DS family. So that's like 4 consoles. The Game Boy and Game Boy Color, PlayStation 4, which this has that outselling the PlayStation 3 and the original PlayStation and the Wii. So
I had a Wii too when I was growing up. It was fun, but it's still I don't know. Something about the Xbox and PlayStation. They'll always be the top 2.
Hey, here's a fun fact for you. See if you know what's the lowest selling console of all time, according to this Wikipedia.
I'm not sure on that one. You got me.
It is the Atari 5200.
Of course, it'd be something back in the day, though, right?
Yeah. Well, there's the Atari 2600, which is the one everybody knows about. That one is actually pretty high up the list.
Well, I wouldn't say everyone, because I know I didn't know about that. So.
Well, that if somebody mentions an Atari, that's the one you think of is the 2600, though. There's a ton of systems that I always forget about. That if you looked at this, you're like, what the heck is that? I know, especially for a younger guy like you, the Dindy, the ColecoVision, the Philips CDI.
No idea what those are.
Exactly. Well, I mean, they did not sell very well, so
yeah,
that's why you don't know about them.
What do you got for Xbox, Glenn?
So the Xbox is better. PlayStation sucks. No, I'm just kidding. What do I got here? So
that's the end of the story, huh?
Yeah, that's it. They win. Game over. Podcast done. So the original Xbox, because the first consoles, really when the console wars kind of started, it was Sega and Nintendo. Sony came in. Xbox came in after that. They came in 2001, which is crazy to think how long ago that was, but also not how long ago that was. Like, that was 20 years ago. It doesn't feel like 20 years, at least to me. It doesn't feel like 20 years, but
I was only 6 years old 20 years
okay,
ago.
you know what? Don't say that ever again anymore. All right. We're not talking about that. Anyways, 2001 Xbox, the original Xbox comes out. It's versus the PlayStation 2, the Dreamcast. Anybody remember the Sega Dreamcast? That was an awesome console. I'm sad that it is gone. And then the GameCube, which I think was one of
my wife. Man, my wife loves the GameCube.
I think that was like
she loves that thing.
Oh no, the Wii U was less, but that's like Nintendo's one of their lowest selling consoles. But I didn't really ever get to play the GameCube, so I can't say yay or nay on it. But that was the competition at the time.
Yeah.
And Xbox would go on to have some of the best-selling games, though, ever. Halo 2 was the original, Xbox. Is that on the original Xbox? Xbox 360. No, it's it. Man, Wikipedia got me again. Hold on. Hold on. Because I'm looking at this and I'm like, Halo 2 did not come out on the original Xbox, or did it? Maybe it did. Okay, maybe it did. So, all right. Halo 2 was the original Xbox's highest selling game with 8 million copies.
Damn.
Not bad. Hey, there's more to come on that. The 360, its highest selling game was Modern Warfare 3, which was cross-platform, but still 14.23 million, which that's crazy. That's just the Xbox version. I don't even know how many the PlayStation sold. So even if they sold the same amount, I don't know. I'm assuming the PlayStation one probably sold more. Well, I don't know. Either way, double
That's still
that.
a lot. That's still a lot.
28 million video games. That's a lot
Jesus.
of video games. And then the Xbox One's highest selling was another Call of Duty game. Shocker. The Black Ops 3 with 7.24 million copies sold, which is, man, I don't know. Those guys at Activision should be able to retire to wherever they want by now, selling all these games.
Yeah, Call of Duty made it big. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, Call of Duty definitely changed the game, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
And then also the PlayStation 3 versus the 360. The 360 actually cut, because the PlayStation 3 had a Blu-ray player. That was a big deal. The Xbox did not. The 360. They added a peripheral later on to play HD DVD movies, but they did that. What?
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say they did that to beat PlayStation to launch. I mean, it wasn't by much, but they were going to be far behind. So that's why they decided not to include it on the system. Plus, they made extra money by selling a peripheral, because I bought one and it was like $100. But what were we going to say? Yeah.
I was going to say, don't you still have to download an app on Xbox, don't you, for Blu-ray player?
On now or back then?
Now, because I just recently, I did it yesterday, matter of fact, just to watch a movie.
I didn't have to download anything. I don't know. It may have already downloaded on day one.
Maybe it's the older ones. I don't know.
It could be. But the HD DVD, little side note here, fun fact, it lost to Blu-ray. I think we all figured that out by now. Did not win. So they had a bunch of movies at Best Buy for very cheap that were HD DVD format, because you could only watch them on an HD DVD player. So I probably still have them somewhere. I mean, obviously I can't play them. I don't have my Xbox, but they're around here somewhere. I have King Kong and like 3 other movies. It was really cool. They looked good, just like Blu-ray, but yeah.
It wasn't Blu-ray.
It was not Blu-ray. Every time they have a competition, though, of video formats, the Blu-ray versus HD DVD, VHS versus Betamax, and I think there was one other one, 2 different ones. The winning whatever platform is always whichever format the porn industry chooses.
Oh my gosh.
That's your litmus test. The porn industry picked Blu-ray. I don't know if that's a coincidence or if that's because of. I didn't want to do too much research into that. I'll just leave it at that detail. I did know that from reputable sources. So, but yeah. So Blu-ray won, HD DVD, Gonzo. But now it doesn't really matter because everything streams online. So yeah, that's your Xbox roundup.
Okay.
What's your favorite games?
My favorite game, well, growing up, I used to play Need for Speed Underground 2 like crazy. I love that game, man.
Yeah.
That was my go-to game growing up.
I did do a lot of racing games back in the day with my boys. Jesse, if you ever watch this, me and Jesse used to play some ATV versus.
Oh, I love ATV Off-Road.
I
love that game.
Every one of them that came out.
That was fun. I used to play that.
Yeah.
I used to play this one MLB game that you could fight the other players on. I don't know if you ever played that.
I don't know which. Fun. I've played a bunch of MLB games, so.
That's like MLB Slug Out. I had Alex Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, and then like if you get on fire, either the bat's on fire, they throw it really fast, and like the ball's on fire or whatever.
Yeah, that was back when NBA Jam was everybody was copying NBA Jam. They were like, oh, how can we do this with football and baseball? And hockey, and yeah.
And then like obviously I play a lot of 2K now, so that's my favorite game as of
All right.
now.
What about exclusives? Since you're
I
repping
like
your
God of
team,
I like God of War. That's nice.
God of War. Okay, there's what,
Interesting game.
4 of them now? 5 of them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 4. But I'm not
Okay.
sure. I'm not too. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. I don't know that much.
Too late. It's already been recorded.
No, don't
You
quote
guys
me.
heard it here first. John
The
said there's
the
4.
no. I said don't quote me. The Uncharted games. I played those growing up too. Those were interesting. You know,
Yeah, Uncharted, pretty good.
storyline Uncharted, and then you got Gran Turismo.
Forgot about Gran Turismo. I tried when I got my, what was it, PlayStation 3? I got Gran Turismo 4 or 5, whichever it was that came out with that one. I couldn't even beat the test, the driver's test. I'm like, I know how to drive a real car. Why can I not do this? Then it turns out I had the controls were on the wrong settings, so I wasn't doing it
Yeah.
right. So, but I
I
already gave up.
remember when Need for Speed Pro Street came out. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I think my brother got that one for Christmas, and then we all got like a steering wheel. I used to love,
Ooh.
I used to love it, man.
Dude, I wanted a steering wheel, but they were like $100, and I was like,
Yeah,
man.
we got it for Christmas that year, so it was
Yeah.
like
Dude,
and then
if I had a steering wheel though, I would probably still be doing racing games because yeah, that would be
yeah,
awesome.
I wanna buy a setup like that that has the shifter with the 6 gears or whatever
Yeah.
with the clutch pedal. I know that's just something I want.
You got to get
I don't
one of
know.
those that has like it moves you around when you're driving.
Oh, that would be crazy. That
Dude,
would be
that would be
crazy.
fun. Because I want to
Yeah.
race a car, but I don't want to race a car in real life because I don't want to die in a fiery explosion. So this way I can do whatever I want and not have to worry about that. Like I can make
Yeah,
that jump. I can make
yeah.
that corner going 95 miles an hour.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
know
can't.
this ain't exclusive, but did you ever play Juice too?
Juiced.
It was a
Oh,
racing game.
I played a demo. My Burnout was my game, but I did play
Burnout was
Juiced.
fun. I like Juice, man. I think it's underrated.
That was like
Really.
getting a shot of adrenaline with a chaser of another shot of adrenaline because it was just
Yeah.
explosions and colors and yeah, it was a 1,000 things at once. I'm sure
Yeah, I like more.
they probably had to cancel that game, but people were probably having seizures that didn't even have epilepsy. It was like
Yeah,
it's just too much. I neural overload.
yeah,
But yeah,
I
that was
know.
a cool
Like,
game.
I love racing games, but I like open world racing games better than like the track racing games,
Yeah.
personally.
Well, those are really more recent, anyways, because back in the day, your space was limited, so you
Yes, it
couldn't
was.
really.
I'm just saying that's my preference.
Yeah, no, I understand, but it's crazy what they're doing now with a lot of these. What is it? Well, Forza has the one where it's like, what was the one they did? It was
Well,
cross country. Was that a Forza?
uh, Forza does like one year they'll release a Motorsport edition. That's like tracks.
Yeah,
And then the next year they'll release a Horizon edition, and
that's
that's
right.
open world.
Yeah,
So I know a little bit.
you know a little bit. Okay, you're racing. That's cool. That's cool. I do love racing games, but that is not what I picked for my favorite
Oh,
games.
I already know. Destiny's on that list. I already
I
know.
mean, I do play a lot of Destiny. Um, well, I'm not now because I'm focused on other things, but that is my jam. I love
Yeah,
Destiny. I love shooters, and then Dark Souls, well, FromSoft, anything they make, I'm down. I've always loved that combat. Like you got to make sure and calculate your risk reward. Like, do I block this guy's attack or do I try and stab him before he stabs me? I don't know. It's always been fun to me. So those are my two. We got exclusives though. I'm talking Halo. Xbox got Halo. Come on now. Who didn't play some Halo 2 with their buddies on Friday night with some pizza and hopefully some sodas? All right. If anybody's mom is watching this, y'all better have been drinking sodas. Yeah, some Mountain Dew,
Mountain Dew preferably.
Code Red. Come on now.
The OG is the best. We all know that.
Well, yeah, but come on, man. That was what was that, 2003? I should have wrote that
Code
down.
Red was Code Red even out then?
Yeah, Code Red was out there. Come on, man.
Man, I don't know. I'm just
Code
saying.
Red is Code Red's the OG now. We don't even
Nah,
talk about the other
nah. We need to talk about that, man.
one. But Halo 2, Halo 3, also excellent game. Run around shooting people in the back with the shotgun. Nothing finer. But a couple of sleeper picks. Dead Rising. I know I played a lot of Dead Rising. That's a fun
Yeah.
exclusive. I think, yeah, it's still exclusive. Killing zombies, always a popular sport, and doing it in creative and inventive ways. And then also, I guess it's kind of a zombie game too. Sunset Overdrive, which a lot of people slept on that game. It was a lot of fun. I got it free with, I think when I bought my console, I don't remember now, but I got a free copy, and I was like, I'll play it. And then I started playing it, and I was like, this game is actually really fun. So if you ever get a chance, pick up Sunset Overdrive. Worth it. Also, the Dead Rising, I think there's 4 of them now, 3 or 4. Don't quote me on that. Quote Johnny.
Hey, man.
That's
No,
Johnny's
no,
quote.
no.
Don't quote me
Hey,
on
you
that.
know what? I don't know if you ever played it, but did you ever play Dying Light? It's not exclusive, but did you ever play that? That was pretty fun.
I have like 300 hours in Dying Light.
That game is fun, man.
I can like go from one end of the map to the other without ever touching the ground. I'm not anymore. I'm probably rusty, but the grapple hook master.
Are you gonna get the
Grappling
new
hook,
one?
yes, eventually. When does it?
I
When
might.
does it even come out?
I'm not sure, but I might get it. If they do online, right?
Yeah, it's got online.
We
The first one, it was kind of but they'll make it better on this one. I've heard some good things, so it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
All right. So, favorite games, favorite exclusives. I think we've
Oh,
laid out.
sleeper. Oh, not really sleeper,
Okay.
but shout out to my wife, Dead by Daylight. That game is fun. She's
Okay.
getting me into that one. So
Since we're talking video games, and you mentioned your wife playing Dead by Daylight, we may play some video games on here. People are interested. May play Dead by Daylight. See if we can't get murdered or murder somebody.
yeah, I
Maybe
might
play some
play some
other games.
2K. 2K. Obviously, I think we know who's going to win that one. But
I'll go easy on you though.
come on, man.
Hey,
We all know that's not going to happen.
I've literally been gaming longer than you've been alive though. See,
That doesn't matter. That is
so
mine. I cannot play for the next 2 years, and I still probably beat you in 2K.
all right, you heard it here first. Quote him on that.
Yeah,
2
I'll quote
years,
on that.
no video games. Although you can't go 2 years without playing video games. Just for
I
that,
don't.
that's a
No,
little
I
bit
can't.
much.
Yeah, I'm just saying I couldn't play if I didn't play 2K for 2 years. I'm not trying to sound like that, but I know that's not your go-to game. So.
You're not trying, but you are.
You
That's
seen
okay.
the did you see that beat down on Swally that one time?
I
I
mean,
think you did.
but you can't. But he's not here to defend himself. I mean, he can't defend himself. That's why he lost. But you can't pick on him like that when he's not here. Well, he'll be back. He'll be back in the future. When he comes back, then
Hopefully.
you can let him have it. He'll be back. I got
He needs
faith
to
in
be
him.
back. I I'll have faith too.
Wally, if you're watching this, wherever you are, come back to the podcast, buddy.
Yeah, it'd
We
be
got.
more fun.
We're saving a spot for you up here or down here.
Mine will be down here.
Yeah, he'll be down there. All right, but yeah, we start getting some more people watching. We may do some live events, play some games. Have a little bit of fun. Nothing wrong with that. So,
Not with that at all.
like, comment, subscribe if you want to see us play video games. Yeah, but really do like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more from us in general. That's a shout out for usually at the end. But yeah, we love interactions. We love hearing from, we'll call them our fans. It sounds weird saying that we have fans, but we do have fans on Facebook. So there you go. If you guys watch us, you like it, let us know what you want to hear, what you want to see, what you do like, what you don't like. Be gentle. Our egos are fragile.
I mean, but be real. We
But
can
be
take
real.
it.
If you think Johnny looks ridiculous in his Mountain Dew hat, break it to him gently. Like
I believe you wore a Mountain Dew hat the first video, Glenn.
I did, but it fits me because I wear an
Mine
adult
fits
size
me
hat
too.
and I have an
We got the
adult size
same
head.
hat. We
But
work
we
at the
don't have the
same
same
place.
head. We don't have the
It
same
doesn't
head.
matter. The hat
Mine is a
fits, man.
fully formed large head. Yours looks like a small child's.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
It's true. It looks like it doesn't fit you right. I'm sorry.
It does,
had
man.
to be said.
It does.
It had to be said. I want to see some comments. Let's see if people are paying attention. I want to see some comments about if they think Johnny's hat fits him or if it doesn't. Lean in a little bit. Let's get a good shot of that. Lean into the camera. Let's see that hat. All right. Maybe it's the background that's making it look wider on top, but it looks like it's too big for your head.
It's not.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
all right. We'll move on now, though. Instead of making Johnny feel insecure about himself, we'll do a little y'all or nah, everybody's favorite. I need like a little theme song for this. Maybe I should get the editor to make some theme song for y'all or nah. But today's the first day Johnny is coming in with his own set of y'all or nah questions for me. So I finally get to play.
Yeah,
nice little change pace.
Trick is, I'm going first to ask you.
Hey, I'm ready. I will take the challenge. We'll see.
This is all PlayStation facts here, buddy. Y'all or nah style.
Hit me with it.
All right, number one. So was the PlayStation 1 able to play audio CDs? Y'all or nah?
Y'all. Hard.
You are correct.
Come on, man.
Hey, man.
I couldn't wait to play CDs in my PlayStation when I bought it. The only reason I didn't play that audio CD in at first was because I couldn't wait to play Symphonies of the Night. And my little brother, if he watches this, if he ever gets on here and comments about it, he'll tell you we almost wore that game down. It was in the system all the time. But y'all, that's a big y'all. Go ahead.
All right, we got 1-0, baby. Okay.
1-0.
So was the PlayStation 1 partnered with Nintendo? Y'all or nah?
They tried, but they did not. So nah. They wanted to.
It is actually y'all.
What?
They did. It's a fact. I looked it up.
Nintendo backed out of the deal. That's why they made their own console.
No, I looked it up. There's something on it.
Did you look it up on Wikipedia? Because we already saw that earlier.
No, I did not.
Give me your source.
Okay.
Where's your source?
Okay. I'll give it to you. I'll have to relook it up. So we're going to give it to you. So you were 2-0.
All right.
All right. So when the PlayStation 2 came out, did you play online for free? Y'all or nah?
Yes. Y'all.
3-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Did they only make 3,000 game titles for the PS2? Y'all or nah?
Ooh.
I feel like, I mean, either way you win. So, I mean, just last two, even if you don't get them, you're fine.
But if they're PlayStation licensed, maybe not. But I know there was definitely more than 3,000 games made for it. So I'm going to go with y'all.
So I said only 3,000, right? It is nah. They made 3,800 game titles.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood your question. I thought you meant did they make less than 3,000? So that was my bad.
Okay. I mean, you still won the game technically. So
that's true. But go ahead. Hit me with the last
one. Has the PS5 made more revenue than the Xbox? Y'all or nah?
As far as just console sales?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's got to be y'all because Microsoft doesn't release their numbers, but from independent sources, they say they're outselling them. So I'm going to go y'all.
That is correct. And the number is roughly 2 billion.
2 billion consoles or well, no, it can't be 2 billion consoles.
Just sales.
2 billion sales. Okay.
That's a lot.
I can believe that. Well, what's the new one? $500 or $600?
It's 500.
Okay, yeah. So that's a lot of dollars. Yeah, I mean that's still a lot of sales. $2 billion. That's
Yeah, but you won your first game, yeah or no?
where's
So
my
you are
fanfare? I need some fireworks and
1-0.
stuff. Yay!
1-0.
Yeah.
All right,
Even if I lose, I'm still a champ.
let's see if you can keep your streak alive then.
I
All
don't know.
right.
I'm nervous. I'm
Let's see
nervous.
if my
Now that you got a record of 1-0, I'm kind of nervous.
now that I'm in the game, you got some competition. All right.
I mean, but can you lose at your own game though?
Yes, you can. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but you can.
Should you lose at your own game though? I mean, I'm just kidding.
You shouldn't try.
Let's hope you don't ever try
Because
that.
you can. All right. I want to win though. I like winning.
All right, you good job. I'm proud of you, Glenn.
Thank you, sir. All right. Your first,
All right, let's go.
yeah or nah. The original Xbox was the first console to come with its own hard drive. Y'all or no?
I'm gonna say y'all.
Yeah is correct. Bonus points if you can tell me how big the hard drive was that it had.
I couldn't say that.
It was 8 megabits, so it wasn't that much, but
it
was there. It was there.
It was there.
All right. Halo, the original Halo Combat Evolved, was the first game to sell 1 million copies.
I'm gonna say y'all. I feel like that's a big game.
Yeah, that's correct. It was the first game to sell 1 million copies. All right. You're going on a streak here.
All right. I feel like you get harder after the first two. I feel like you go a little easy and then you hit me every time.
I gotta ease you in, get you in your little like, oh yeah, I got this, and then bam.
I'm still nervous, man. I'm nervous.
All right. The Connect Adventures that comes bundled with the Xbox One and Connect sold 24 million copies. Y'all or not? 24 million Connect Adventures.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, it was a yaw. It was a
Damn
yaw.
it. I knew it was. God,
it was the highest of what I saw. It was the highest selling single game for Xbox. I didn't look at PlayStation.
I feel like it would have been because it was something new they tried and it worked, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's like Wii Sports is technically like the most selling Nintendo game because it came with every Wii console.
Yeah.
So by itself, I'm pretty sure Connect Adventures was terrible, but 23.9 million Xboxes came with it. So it sold a lot of numbers. All right. You're still 2-1. I should have wrote this down. 2-1. All right. You got 2 more.
I know. This is tough.
It's anybody's game.
I need at least 1. That's all I need.
All right. The original Xbox, the first controller, was nicknamed the Duke because of its large size.
Oh, man. That's tough.
Y'all or no?
I'm going to say no.
Ooh, it is not. It was.
Yes.
The original was nicknamed the Fatty, which for anybody who's played the original Xbox, you would know the thing was it took every bit of both hands. It was a monstrosity, and it weighed like 3 pounds, which doesn't sound like much, but for a controller,
for the hole in your hand though and play, that's a lot. Because like they gotten a lot better, but Xbox controllers are still bigger than PlayStation. They
are, but yeah, the original was that was like I said, the first one was the Fatty. They redid it. It was better. That was the Duke, so it was technically the second one, but it still had a little ways to go. But they nailed it on the 360. But yeah, the first one, the old Fatty. All right, so you're 3-1. So you have passed.
Yeah, that means I'm still undefeated, baby.
But your last question. Here you go.
All right, let's go.
The original Xbox had a spokesperson by the name of Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock.
Like he advertised it?
Like he was at the selling the console when they first introduced it. Like they're like, here's the Xbox, and then he comes out, can you smell that guy?
I'm gonna say nah. I might be wrong, but I'm gonna say nah.
You are wrong, because he did.
I didn't
He
know.
went
I
out
didn't know
there,
so.
him and Bill Gates on stage.
Okay.
That would be pretty funny to see. I should have looked it up. But yeah, Bill Gates standing next to The Rock selling consoles.
I mean, but what better way to sell consoles though? You know, at that time, I guess.
True.
So I
Well,
mean,
that
that's
is
good. That
something.
was a good one. So that's a good selling point because he's still big to this day.
Yeah, that was like the height of his popularity too when
Career.
he was
Yeah.
in wrestling. So, all right. So Johnny remains undefeated at Yaw or Nah.
Yeah. 3-0, baby.
My streak begins today. So,
Ah.
hopefully I can continue keeping pace with you. Obviously, I'm gonna be a little bit behind, but maybe 1 week we'll let you go solo so I can
Okay.
catch back up. We'll do 2 weeks.
Yeah. That way we're even by the end
Yeah.
of whatever time we finish it. First one, what I think it said 10 wins. What was it?
Yeah.
We
'Cause
didn't
after-
really talk about it though. So
we'll figure something out. Maybe there you
yeah.
go. Here's another opportunity for a shout out.
There
comment
you go.
comment on the Facebook, comment on our YouTube channel, whatever this video, what you'd like to see us do at 10 wins. If Johnny gets 10 wins first, he can hit me in the face with a pie or something like that. We're not going to go crazy, and we're not cutting.
That would be nice because we can record it and be on the podcast while we do it.
Yeah, we could. I don't want to get hit in the face with a pie, but I'll do it for the fans, for our legion of, I think it was up to 91 people on Facebook, our 91 currently fans. I will take a pie for
better
y'all.
than nothing.
That is true. But, take one for the team. We're not going to do anything crazy. We're not going to do some fear factor stuff. We're not eating bugs. We're not shaving our heads. So don't throw that out there. We'll take a pie to the face. We'll, spin on a bat and try and hit a pinata or something, but yeah, don't come in here with some.
Wouldn't it suck if it had to be the pie that you made?
No, that would be awesome.
Because it's good.
I'll take one
But
of
you gotta
those to the
waste.
face.
You gotta waste all of it.
Oh, it ain't all going to waste.
He's gonna go there.
This is clean. Yeah, this is clean. Anything that lands here is going in here. All right. I'm doing you see in the cartoon when their tongue comes out and makes their face clean. I mean, obviously I can't do that just like that, but that's going to be the real life version. I'll be eating every bit of that pie.
Scraping it off your face and putting it in your mouth.
Don't think I won't do it. I'll do it. All right.
Oh,
I'm not afraid to throw down on some pie that's been thrown in my face. Throw down on some thrown down pie. All right. Well, with that, we'll wrap it up for this week. Shout out on the YouTube channel. Like I said, if you're seeing this anywhere, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Facebook. We're updating stuff on there. Let you know when the episodes are coming out, what's coming up, and, interact with us. Love to hear from everybody. See what you think, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see. We also got a Patreon up. We got merch in the Patreon. So that's going to be, we'll link it in our Facebook. It'll be linked in the description. So, you want to see some cool Okie Boys merch. You can see we got our logo in the background. That's part of the merch. Got some t-shirts, got some hoodies. Yep, there you go. Come on, get it in there. The Okie Boys podcast. You got to represent the boys. We'll have some merch soon for us. We'll wear it on the podcast. Y'all can see what it looks like. We'll give you a little review, how the shirt feels, how the hoodie feels. What's that?
We need hats, man. We need hats.
They don't do hats on Patreon, so we're gonna have to find our own hat guy. But if anybody knows a hat guy,
we can always go to Lids and get our own stitching. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's a good idea. Well, maybe then we'll come through with some hats. So maybe we can give away some merch, if we get to some some numbers. Get hit that 100. We get 100 likes on Facebook, we'll put a post on there. We get 100 likes, we'll give away a hat. We'll get some hats made. So
Do like a raffle.
there you go.
One lucky winner.
One lucky winner.
And then like the
Maybe
more
more.
subscribers we can get, the more stuff we can give away.
That's true. I do love giving away stuff, especially when it represents me. So
He
you want
gives me
some?
cookies all the time, guys. So I know
Hey,
what he's talking about.
see, I treat you right, you treat me right. That's how it works. The
Right.
golden rule, Glenn's golden rule.
Right.
You treat me right, you get cookies. But in this case, we're giving out merch, not cookies. But it's the same concept. You want a cool t-shirt? Hey, interact. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Represent the Okie boys. So that's all we got for this week. Anything to add here on the end there? Johnny Softballs?
No, I got everything else. I got you. You covered it all. Just like, subscribe, man. That's all we aim for. It's you guys.
Yeah. Shout out to Swally, wherever you are. Come on back,
Yep.
buddy. We're waiting on you. Like I said, we're saving your spot here.
Wherever you're at, he's down here for me. So
Wherever my finger is not reversed now, so it's weird, but you know where you're going to be. You got to be on the podcast with us, having a good time.
you just got to show up, man. That's all we need.
Come on. Come on. Also, if he decides not to, if anybody here wants to do a podcast with us, no, I'm just kidding.